Okay. So we went to sleep. Find money for rent and pay. I did that, no? You need to find. Oh, this is for today. Find out who is in the union box. Oh, there's so much stuff. No, I don't want to do some of these. Okay. Let's go get Kim. Oh, snap. Did I not? Yeah, no, I slept 7:30 a.m.
The door is...
Ooh, so different. Good morning.
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
He points to the mess hall doors. Why do we need to talk to them? What do you mean, rowdy? Are these the men God told us about yesterday? Let's do this.
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
He looks at his notes.
One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Huh? Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them.
Armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Okay.
Can I help you?
No.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
She turns back to you with a weary smile. Howdy, Lena. What's kicking? Good day, man. Everything alright? Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. Or, okay, let's just see.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
She sighs. Why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
She looks down.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
What? I'm talking to myself. I love missing persons cases.
That's right. Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects. You know, legwork. Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before? This sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing. No.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window toward the bay. What is this expedition your husband was on? So your husband is some kind of scientist. Tell me more about Morel. Looks, character, your relationship.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
Her smile is soft. How did the two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he'd just divorced. We hit it off and, well, here we are.
She smiles wistfully.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
That's all for now, ma'am.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are couple types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Sorry, cop. I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Okay, okay. But what are the other couple types? Won't the other couple types be jealous? I'm sorry, Upton. You know, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind. Fucking, they should be sorry.
Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
Won't the other couple types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry.
Let's say this.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up.
You know, I'm not sorry.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes.
No.
Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
No, I'm really not sorry. Fuck off.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Yeah, watch your mouth. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. This is what I studied law for. I'll be back for those guys. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Closed for winter, please use main entrance. Let's get what little money I have collected, why not?
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the machine. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of
Okay. The Greater Ravishel Industrial Harbor. Is that dude still up there? Jeez.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
He looks towards the coast defiantly. But you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonies. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Okay.
Try the jump. Up there on the roof. It'll be worth it. Else there is little choice but to figure out a way to deal with the man.
Okay. My gun is definitely there. Oh, not the gun, my badge, I think. Who is this? Oh. Kuno's still there. So I'm gonna hurt myself here, but I've got points to unlock the check. I could get lucky.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Savoir-faire. Oh man, I am. Shoes, flare-cut trousers. I think I need smokes, right? I think I need smokes. I can't level this up more.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings
Let's try.
is still caught on the railing.
Failed. Just drop down though.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Holy wow, that's high. Doesn't seem dangerous. The lieutenant must be crazy to suggest that. This is certain death. Vertigo almost pushes you over the edge. Right, I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Really? I must be able to do it with gear. I'm gonna buy some smokes. Have a smoke, see if that boosts it.
A colourful display of cigarettes and
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Oh, it tells me here. No.
To the left of some croissants. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays.
Okay, that won't help.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom. Anything for you.
Okay, what kind of... Oh, I get to look.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
No.
Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
Composure.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong.
Economical, but also...
Maybe I put a point in composure.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
No good.
Really?
All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs. And
No luck? Why not take another look, officer? Keep supporting the economy.
Come on, please.
You keep coming back. That's good.
something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
It's not what I'm looking for. Okay.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Leave. It's not going well. It's not going well.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with it. Sure, let me have a look. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
He looks you up and down quickly.
And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkling in the light of the projector!
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Sell this. It's good cash, man. I don't think I need these. Don't think I need these two. I'm gonna keep this just in case.
Another time, perhaps.
I have other business to take care of now. Got a bit of cash. Never thought I'd have so much. Wait, what is in there? Oh.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
No.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
I saw the statue of Philip III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III, on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine? Cocainum? Sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have had.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
What was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
He chuckles.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
He asks, obviously annoyed.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revachol's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
The lieutenant marks dryly.
Philippe III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
What was that about higher realms? Sounds interesting. Such responsibility requires a boost every now and then. I sometimes need one too. Seems like irresponsible behavior for a monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery, much less rule countries. Thanks for clearing that up. I have some other questions now. What was that about higher realms?
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
He turns to Renee.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Let's say this. Powerful leaders not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs.
Revachol would be a different place if more people realized that. We could still be there.
He gently rubs his chest.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There is some wariness in his voice now. He's heard this rant many times before.
The carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
Let's talk about something else.
Right.
Thank you for your time. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. A good one.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She looks up briefly.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Have a good day.
This was a tremendously useful interlude.
Wow. Watch your mouth, Kim. Let's tell this woman.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
She's looking for the right expression. The dark sarcophagus paused dramatically.
Yes, yes. How was it?
It was a charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. Honestly, a damn nothing to see there. Just heaps of garbage. Someone should let in the sunshine. I am no position to give out personal opinions. Let's just say the first one.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
A tremor runs through her. She shakes her head.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No, ma'am. I felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. The source is in the taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There is another entity. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There are still leads to be followed, like that strange radio computer thing. There is another entity more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. Let's lie.
Oh, how horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse?
I'm afraid that I can only... what do I say? Yeah, I despooked it. The curse is definitely gone. I'm afraid that I can only identify the source, but you have to call some other experts to lift the curse. Let's say that.
Oh, I see. I guess it's time to visit Boogie Street again.
She looks at her pendant and back at you.
I'm sure that I'll find someone who can help me get rid of the doom that still remains in this house. Things are improving. I can feel it.
She nods.
Thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
It will only last a day or two, a week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again.
All right then. All's well that ends well. Should we return to our ordinary lives?
Leave. So is this something I can buy in here that will help me?
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are. This bookstore is not strictly about crime. Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board. The maps look old and faded.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Mart, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. Yes, yes. Are you...
Okay. I think I have to talk to those guys. Trying to think. Find smokes and smoke them. I mean, we can get that done. We might as well. Let's just go get smoke. And then... Smoke, complete that quest.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
The hell is this? Vodka.
Here you go, mister.
How do I use these? Oh wait. I missed it. So how do I smoke?
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Pull one out of the pack.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Oh yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become a genius!
Light it up.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
Interesting. Interesting. I should probably try the alcohol.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Potent Pilsner.
Here you go, mister.
I'm doing all the bad habits. Sheesh. Okay.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
Look at the bottle.
What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% alcohol in this so-called beer. Pop it open before it gets too warm. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Should I though?
Oh yes, the chest pain and the dizziness. You've suffered long enough. Now it's time to drink, to live.
What did I say? Should I though? I may have a teeny weeny heart attack problem.
Why is it always about you? Your heart problem! Your coronary artery! Think about us! We're in this together! You and your wacky tie of substance abuse! Do it for us! Pop it open!
This tie is crazy. Open the bottle.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now. You see a flash of teeth, a young woman smiling at you near some railway overpass in your ruined past. She is gorgeous, and she is yours.
What will be the repercussions if I take that sip?
Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox.
Take a sip.
A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember,
from the void we came, and to the void we must return.
Stats. I need something to raise this though. I'm juiced up. Juiced up, might have to punch that guy. I'm working on it. Okay. What does this do? So this does intellect. This does physique. this to Sykes. I just need something else. Something else somewhere. Oh, I missed it? What? Stop. Between those trucks down there? Smokes. Go get him. Wait, what? Oh my god, I could have saved money.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
grandma? Let's say.
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey, like... No, this one is a monster in disguise.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Wait.
The lieutenant stopped you before you can snap.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Alright. I don't have the bag in my hands. Ooh. Oh, that dude is back. He never left. Okay, so I've got the guy to talk to at night. I remember that, which I'm definitely gonna do.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there. Seems like a reasonable assumption. Then we should open it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
He leans in to inspect the lock. How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or...
Did someone say pry bar?
Fuck yeah, pry bar. What's a pry bar? Forget the pry bar. It's not a pry bar, it's a crowbar.
Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
Or, Lieutenant? No. Or, pry bar. Wait, whoa.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open.
Okay, leave. Let's do that. Let's go ask. Who's this? How do I get up there?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. The door does not budge. A challenge.
Pull on the door hard.
The steel doesn't even tremble.
Put your weight into it.
Now you're hanging from the handle. The door remains immobile. Okay, it was a challenge, and you failed. What now, loser?
Let's go.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is. No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me. And it isn't callous. It's common sense.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't seem callous to you? God, and even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kraz Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Kraz Mazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Yum, tell me more. Maybe I am Kraz Mazov. I am no Kraz Mazov. Let's say this.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
No, wait. Whisper and point to the back of your head. What if I am Kraz Mazov?
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
We need those keys.
What for, Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Goodbye. Alright, so we didn't hurt ourselves trying to open that container. Nor is he asking for a payment for a lock.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that, with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Organic waste. Ooh.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Oh, look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
The lieutenant smells them.
Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but...
The lieutenant quickly searches the jeans. He looks into the container.
The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
He nods to himself.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
A thrown-out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from Whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay, proceed.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What? Elbows out, there's something more here.
The garbage stinks in front of you, overflowing with soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Wait.
It's just nothing. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It must have been cramped in my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the Whirling threw it in the trash. I don't know. I'm boring. I'd rather not talk about it right now. Let's say it.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
He peers into the trash where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The mug. I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. Close the lid.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Leave? Hit the banana. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the case.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Oh. This is super gross. Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper.
Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Smell the ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned? Point to the sticker.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
He is lost in his own notes. It takes a moment for him to see it. Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example...
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all, thank you.
Okay.
He returns to his neatly kept notes.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol. and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? There was mention of a naming convention here. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
He raises his nose from his notes. 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I am sure I made plenty of mistakes. I burned out, all right. A nice brisk pace, the way I like it. Let's say this.
That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
He nods and turns back to his own case files.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? Wish there was one in there about a drug den. You love those. Gets the blood pumping. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one, with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
He peeked into his notes.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Count the pages.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting sun. Shit on a stick. Actually, I don't have one. The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Wait, what? What did he say? I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we saw it. Okay. I'm done inspecting these. Close the case files.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form, waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. A tool for manipulation. Give the lowest amount and people will be ingratiated to you.
Enough of these.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copy of paper.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
What did you say the cutter was? Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Peek inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. There's pain in there, if you want some. That much you know.
What did you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
How would I open it?
With your hands. U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
What do I need? Interfacing. Okay.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might just squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct.
Morale's
Makes you
going down.
wonder, why? It's unjust, that's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason. It's made of dark with your hands. You four-sized pages hang from the clip. Screw is still not what happens. Fuck this compartment. You should throw it away. Strange. Why does it make you so angry?
Interfacing. Now I get to test something though. Put the ledger away. Clothes. Interfacing, right?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board,
no,
with the
I'm locked
permeables
out.
drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Okay. This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug doesn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore?
So again, you dug it out of the trash. Why? It wasn't going to offend anyone there. Why don't you just get back to your case?
Wonder if I can sell this. Probably not. I can't believe I'm locked out. I still got one more point. It's not gonna do much.